go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Back's got it. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on third down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, this offensive coordinator knew he was coming into a tough environment right away, going to some plays that he thinks have a chance to be successful. And how about this run play here to get things started on the opening drive?
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
It's an out route, the catch made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Pointer in the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, tied. A horrible field position to start the drive trip, where they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. He's looking to throw. And the completion made. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Direct snap to the back. He's brought down out at the 46.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Adams. Past the 40. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You know, you might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
Longhorns will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Close to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking for a receiver. On the move now. He'll throw it now. Looking right. This one caught. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. Quick throw. The catch is made. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Long runs pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're going to run it here. He gets loose. Now here he goes. Across the 40. At the 20. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks free. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down.
Hey, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw on the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Screen to the wide receiver. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
They go with a direct snap. He finds some space. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route, and I think it really caught this defense off guard.
That pass is caught, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll run it to the right side. Makes a nice move there. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. And, Chris, the more I watch this Texas running back, the more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that combination of power and speed, but you start to watch him run this football, you can see why defensive coordinators around the country are very nervous when they have to go up against him.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. He could go. Across the 40. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Alabama. A huge defensive score.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And the point after is right down the middle. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Grabbed by the receiver. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. On the move now. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The running back here on a direct snap. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He makes the grab. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Texas. That's how you finish a play. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Look out, room to run here. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Can they catch him? And he's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Slides to avoid the big hit. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Looking for a man. Pressure is coming. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers on the field, so let's see about the call. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now 1st and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Running play called on 3rd and short. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bama. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the wildcat look.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, tied.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. And what I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Checks this down to the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That completion makes it second and short. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on third down. This won't be easy. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds an open target on the left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Great cut there. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the move now. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And he drops back in the gun, fires it to the wideout, and he throws his 3rd interception of the day. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Makes the grab on the move. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. He keeps it on the design run. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. They'll try to run it with the option. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Hey, let's face it, this aggressive approach has helped them build the lead that they've had. But what they've done now by not executing and getting this 1st down, they've given the opponent really good field position and a chance to get back in the game.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete. The trickery fails there. And now it's 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. And the trick play doesn't fool him on 3rd down. 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, moves out of the pocket. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got his man wide open. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Bringing pressure. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. Oh, and he very nearly threw a 4th interception today. He's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. On the move now. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. This passing game is still on fire.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. That one's incomplete. An interesting first down call, but it doesn't work. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Testing the right side here. Breaks free. As the first down is still going. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were not going to catch him that time.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
They're set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
He's running out of time here. And the QB just goes down for a sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He breaks free. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. That was clutch. Should be enough to secure this upset. And, Kirk, we talked about this matchup late in the season. Big implications, and the lower-ranked team has emerged as one of the teams to beat now looking ahead of them. Touchdown, tied. This offense really clicking.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports College Football 26 coaching journey. First, select whether you want to play single-player or multi-user. A multi-user dynasty is where you can invite your friends and also import your own custom-created schools through Team Builder.